Well, I'm back. And unfortunately, it's with Barbie. Who Barbie has gone woke long ago, their toy company at least, and now they have a new movie coming out. And the trailers may have made it seem fun, uplifting for people who love Barbie and people who hate Barbie. It could be the film for either of those two, but it seems it's just woke propaganda as usual from Hollywood. But it's a more classic woke, as we're going to get to see here. It's a radical BS feminist narrative woke, which is one of the oldest and most outplayed and annoyed and probably the most unpopular of the woke ideologies. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, we saw how She-Hulk went, right? That was very aggressive with it, but apparently this movie kind of is too, but differently. So we could see here, critic weighs in on Barbie. If you take a tequila shot every time the patriarchy is mentioned, you will die from this movie. Of course, this article is pro Barbie. Of course, they're criticizing this reviewer. Let's see what this article says. It says, what I will say is that based on the early Twitter reactions out there and the people I've spoken to, the dreaded woke word will be used plenty of times by detractors in describing Gerwig's Barbie. It's absolutely inevitably going to happen. You can bank on it. Well, do you know what woke means? Do these people not know what woke is? We are in a culture war. Woke ideology is Marxism, cultural Marxism, class-based warfare manufactured and lied about. Progressivism, cultural Marxism. Those are some terms that could help define it better for you in your simplistic mind, it seems. But we can go on. Barbie here has an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. Of course, it has the woke Hollywood elites going after it, praising it, of course. So let's see this one here. Can Barbie prevent a Ken-tastrophe and shoot down the patriarchy? It is lovingly done with fuchsia-infused feminism. Feminism has not been needed in the US since, like, the 60s. I'm gonna be straight with you. Maybe the 80s in some workforces, right? But for the past, 20 years, I don't know what the hell these people are talking about. The patriarchy. Women can even run for president. I mean, unless you're Hillary Clinton, you'll probably get shot down, but you have the option to, and women do often run for president. It's just most people see it that men are meant to be leaders in a family, especially, so, and more men just run in general, so it's typical men win at presidential seats and higher positions of power. But I don't need to dismantle long disproven BS feminist stuff, right? But it's just these sellouts just praising the film for essentially being feminist and fighting back with the patriarchy. Let's take a look at some of the bad ones, though, from some honest reviewers. Give it a 2 out of 5. Barbie may be scratching at something interesting and satirizing the easy ride mediocre men have in the world. Mediocre men have an easy ride compared to mediocre women? Ooh, who has life on easy mode again? Ooh. But it's also one of the bigger ironies that it only really comes alive as a movie when Ken gains some agency. Interesting take there. We have another one here. A hamster wheel of relentless identity crisis, musical numbers, tears, tantrums, bland feminist speeches, questionable acting from the huge cast, and Ken suddenly turning into a deranged ex-boyfriend. So this movie we have about Barbie's going to dismantle the patriarchy, and Ken's suddenly a bad guy now, I guess. And of course, because Barbie's such a top brand and just widely recognized, and many generations would probably be interested in this film just for the name alone, they figure they can, go hard on it with woke ideology, and in this case, feminism stuff. And I'm not sure if I read before, but it seems that there may be some homosexual or transsexual characters in the film, it seems. Or they're pushing some sort of non-binary stuff where they claim that it would dismantle gender roles entirely and stuff like that. And we can go on from Shad M. Brooks, a guy I actually trust, and his opinion was, because he lives in Australia, I believe, and he was able to see the movie early, and his take is, warning, the Barbie movie is one of the most blatant, man-hating, activism-charged, deranged, subversive, intersectional pieces of insane, hyper-indulgent third-wave feminist propaganda that he has ever seen. So, I think that's all we need to hear for this film, and I wonder what the audience score will end up like. Margot Robbie does have star power, but people aren't going to go see it just for her, as we saw her previous Birds of Prey, which was woke but had her prominently in the main role, flopped immensely. So we'll see how this one ends up. Are you still interested in seeing Barbie after all this? But nonetheless, thank you guys for tuning in. May God bless you all. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.